Hello and welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is a reading for Capricorn. If Capricorn is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there's anything that you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know in the comments, okay? Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. There's the Hermit. Gosh, I knew this would happen. Now, as I was shuffling, the Knight of Cups kind of flew out of the deck. This is that Cancer energy that is always in your readings. This is that Hermit energy that's always in your readings. So with this Cancer energy, Cancer is like the opposite sign of Capricorn, you know. So this, I wonder if this is like your shadow, this may be a twin flame thing, maybe this is like a soulmate kind of deal, or it could be a shadow thing, right? It's kind of an opposite energy to you, but it's very interesting. So we're going to go ahead and put all of this into some context. All right, see what's going on this time around. A lot of earth energy surrounding you. That's quite interesting, and more earth energy, and then more water, and this lovely Empress. Wow, you got some good stuff going on here. We always have the most interesting readings for you, Capricorn. I'm really amazed at some of the things that come up during your readings. We're going to do a mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. We're going to use the Smith-Waite Tarot. And just one card, frog on top. Not going to look at it until the very end, so don't even ask. And at the end of the reading, that card will tie everything together. It'll give us the confirmation that we need, okay? So stay tuned. Now, we've got major. We've got earth. Got a little bit of air. Always air in your readings too. And then we've got some water energy with the major arcana here. So there's so much major arcana. It's mostly majors and earth. First of all, I feel like you are very much focused on this life that you're creating. You know, we don't have a lot of fire energy. We don't have really a lot of, the kind of the pip cards for water or air, really. I mean, it's mostly earth. And even the earth that we have is mostly major arcana and the court cards. We have a little bit of this Four of Pentacles at the bottom. So you're very much focused on stabilizing your life, building your foundation, building your castle, building your life, building your empire, building your family, building your business. I think you're really a builder right now. I think you're focused on that work, okay? Now, even if you are, let's say, in retirement, you're still building, right? You still have this desire to build, let's say. This card's at the bottom of everything. It's beneath the surface. There's an innate desire for you to build and to create, for you to take the raw materials of the world and put them together in some form or fashion that you like, kind of redecorating your reality. And I wonder if that's kind of what we're focused on right now. I see we've got this Knight of Pentacles, and this Knight of Pentacles was looking forward, right? If you look at the overhead camera, move the alien out of the way so you can see it. The Knight of Pentacles is looking forward into all of this energy, right? This could be the vision. This could be you right now, this Knight of Pentacles. Kind of, out in the field, undeveloped land, right? Virgin land in front of you. You're looking out and you're having this vision. You're starting to imagine where everything is and what your life is looking like. I think this might be you right now. And you're standing here, you're ready to work, and you're seeing a vision. You're having this kind of spiritual epiphany, this revelation before you, right? And it's showing you all of this energy. So this is all of the energy that's coming out of you in your kind of perfect picture of reality. This is what you are envisioning. This empty land in front of you, this is everything that you're seeing. Right? You're seeing, first of all, a very strong foundation, really sturdy walls, right? You're seeing the space now that's been designated for things, right? It's just an open landscape, but now you're starting to see like a floor plan, put something over there, water tower over there, grain silo right here, whatever. So it's you're starting to kind of section off things. And you can see where everything's going to go, And it could be literally like at your house, a garden or something. But more metaphorically, you're making room for everything in your life, okay? And I also see that you have a very powerful teacher, very powerful mentor. I think this is your connection with spirit. I think that this is the connection with the Knight of Pentacles through the fire energy, because the Knight is the fire of the earth, right? All of the court cards are elements and sub-elements. So this is earth, but it's the fire of the earth. And that fire is the vision. And that vision comes from spirit, guardian angel, ancestor, spirit guide. And this is that fire energy. And this is you creating with the inspiration of spirit, right? This is you, being fully informed by this kind of this spiritual teacher, your own kind of inner guru, your connection with spirit. And I think this is very important to you. It's at the height of the path of the dove here. It's up above everything. You need this kind of divine sanction over everything that you do. You almost need the blessing from this Hierophant, or the instructions, or, it's almost like a prayer, like, show me my future, show me what I need to do. And maybe that's where this vision is coming from. Maybe your spirit guide, ancestor, guardian angel says, okay, behold this vision. And this is what you see. We see Hermit and Cancer energy directly in front of us, really directly in front of us. But who knows which way they're facing, right? They could be facing each other. They could have their backs to each other. We don't know. I feel like there is some Cancer energy in your life. It may be in the form of a person. It may be in the form of your shadow or a twin flame. Okay? Because I feel like the Hermit has very often represented you in a reading. And your kind of introversion a little bit, your tendency to kind of withdraw and meditate and be kind of calm and quiet. I don't feel like you're always right in the middle of the room, or you don't put yourself center stage, right? If you're pushed into that situation, you do very well, but you prefer to just kind of be behind the scenes, right? Maybe you're doing the set design, maybe you're doing the lighting or something. You don't want to be right there center stage, because you always have this kind of hermit thing, and it's because you're always trying to forge a deeper connection with yourself and with spirit. That's important to you. And you're trying to, you've been asking for this vision, and now here is the vision. And, the vision is partly arising from that lamp. That is your inner vision, let's say. And it's kind of lighting the way. But part of the way, kind of what is directly, these cards were right on top of each other. What is directly in your way, or kind of the first thing you encounter, is this Cancer energy. So either your exact opposite kind of shadow side, or a twin flame, maybe a soulmate kind of situation, maybe a literal Cancer person in your life. Could be an older male energy. So I feel like that is kind of the first thing you encounter in this vision, right? And we don't know at this point if you are coming together and walking together, or if you're moving apart, separating. Okay? We don't know that. We don't know that. But we do see this air energy as the way forward, how we keep this vision moving, right? And that is through inspired communication. This is literally through channeling the divine through your voice, through your fingertips, writing, speaking, right? An expression, some kind of communication. Could be even like automatic writing, something like that. But I feel like this is only the issue with this Cancer energy, this Hermit/Cancer energy, is only going to be resolved through a Gnostic dialogue between you and your Hierophant, right? Between you and your Hermit's lamp. Maybe between you and this Cancer energy itself, okay? But that's the only way forward is through that kind of inspired, because again, this is a Knight of Swords. It's fire of air. So we have the fire connection in a lot of these things. And even this Cancer energy is fire of water, right? And Capricorn, you're fire of earth, right? So that Knight is you. And this Cancer energy is either shadow you or it's an opposite other, maybe a literal Cancer person. We've talked about it. So we have a lot of this kind of fire connection that moves us forward. It has to be inspired. It has to have the connection to spirit. It has to be sanctioned by the divine, so to speak. It has to be a way that you are channeling the divine energy into this, right? And that is the vision, right? Because fire is also associated with vision. So we have this idea of seeing the way forward, having this vision, beholding this, this landscape in front of you and all the potential that it has. But it has to have that spiritual connection. It has to have that blessing, And then the rest of the vision is Prince of Discs. This energy takes the vision and now is just building it. This card doesn't have the vision, doesn't question the vision, just follows through the vision, right? Starts to execute the plans. Takes the orders and just works and works and works and works and works and does it and builds it and builds it. Just keeps going and going and going until something else says, hey, change of plans, or hey, let's take a day off, let's call it a day. So this is the real hardworking energy. This is the daily toil of building this future. And this is you really, again, one of the first things you see in this vision is all the hard work it's going to take. Looking out at this landscape, you can see where everything might go, right? You can see if this Cancer energy is with you or not with you. Everything has this holiness about it, but damn, it's going to take a lot of work, right? It's going to be a lot of sweat, a lot of hard work, a lot of exertion to transform this, vision into a reality. But that's what this card does. And this is in your general energy. So it's something that you're very capable of doing, and you're aware that it's going to take a lot of effort. Okay. Now the next card is kind of represents the vision itself. Here is the Moon energy. This is the new Moon energy. This is the idea that it is the darkest before dawn. This is the vision that originates from your imagination. It's kind of saying, look, that you're not limited in any way. Whatever you can imagine, you can build. That this vision is coming from heaven, from the divine, but it's coming from you as well, through you, right? So it's going to have your symbols, your images in it. It's going to look like the pictures in your head, right? Are going to be different from anybody else. It's going to be unique to your own imagination. And this card is also saying that the becoming of this vision is imminent, right? The sun has almost risen on this landscape, which is going to turn your vision to reality, right? The moon is the kind of the vision, the imagination, and then the sun represents like the waking up to reality, right? So you're right on the verge of this. Your environment is just about to kind of be transformed into the standing, living image that you're envisioning, that you're beholding, right? So it's just, you're right about there. You're on the brink of manifesting this life, this future, whatever this vision is, you know. The next card is Hanged Man. It's in the position of what we don't want. This is intense water energy. This is the sacrifice and the suffering that we don't want. This is maybe has something to do with this Cancer energy, because there's that water connection, and we don't want to we don't want to have to maybe choose to sacrifice something, choose to give something up in order to manifest this vision, right? So the Hanged Man is followed by the Empress. So these two cards together, now these are major arcana cards, a lot of major arcana cards. There is going to have to be a readjustment of your perspective if you're going to realize your vision. Now, this Empress card represents your vision being born, right? A living, breathing manifestation of your will, your intention, your spiritual fire, that vision. Through the hard work, right? Through your imagination, through all of your efforts and your planning, and it's going to come to fruition. But in order to get there, we have to go into this water. And this is almost like taking a real deep dive into yourself, right? We almost have to really investigate every corner of our being to learn what's really there and ask ourselves, is there something that we've been holding on to that we need to let go of? Is there a fish down here that we just were gripping and we need to throw it back, right? Maybe it's something to do with this Cancer energy, okay? I feel like we're holding on to something down here. And in order to get to this Empress energy, this is the most beautiful goal anyone could ever have, right? This is all of your dreams coming true. We have to let go of something. We have to voluntarily sacrifice something. The universe isn't going to do it for you. But until we do that, we're going to be kind of stuck in this suspended place. We're going to be stuck maybe in this vision, and it's, you know, we'll have the difficulty then moving to the next phase of things. Right? Things can't continue until we investigate this card. It's in the position of what we don't want, which means it's the difficult thing that we have to do. We don't want it, but we need it in order to get to that Empress. So yeah, I don't know if that is a connection with this Cancer person, if this is something else that we've been holding on to that's hindering our progress. You know, let's ask the I Ching. We've got 64 cards here representing the 64 hexagrams that are the ancient Chinese oracles. And we're going to just select one hexagram. I know this is not the traditional way to cast a hexagram, but I'm going to do it anyway. To see if the wisdom of the ancient Chinese sages and philosophers can help us with this particular issue of this water energy and what it is that we may need to confront or let go of to continue with our progress and manifesting this vision. The Army. Interesting. It says the Army, with constancy, mature people, good fortune, no mistake. The Army. Okay, and on the back it says, just because something isn't the goal doesn't make it the enemy. Balance the focused and intense drive to get it done with a measured, disciplined approach. This will allow you to achieve your objective effectively and with less collateral damage. Good fortune, without mistake. What are you aiming for? How can you get more from your strengths? With all of your efforts, are you creating the life you want? So this talks a lot about, you know, what we're creating and to have the discipline and the effort to kind of push things forward. Measured, disciplined approach. Interesting. Yeah. Well, See, we don't see a lot of that energy here. We don't see a lot of the fire energy. We see vision, but we don't see discipline really. We see effort for sure. But I wonder if there's something in this water energy that is preventing us from having that fully activated kind of army, right? And it's interesting because it's earth above the water, right? So the lower three lines here, that trigram represents water, and water is the danger, it is the calamity, right? It is the abyss, the depths where there is danger. So that, I think, is representing this, the depths here of this hanged man and what we have to confront, right? It's almost like we have to go in here to find out what's taking our army so long, right? What is preventing us from really mobilizing things, mobilizing the army. And then up above is the trigram for the earth, for solidification, and it represents also the Empress. So if you look at the overhead, we kind of have a representation of this hexagram in these two cards. The Empress representing nature and Mother Earth, corresponding with the top trigram of Earth. And then we have the water here, the depths, what we have to go down there and confront. That correlates with the lower trigram of water, the abyss, the calamity, the danger. So I think by having these two together and figuring out what this energy means and probably going within, because the bottom trigram also represents, interesting. We have stuff falling from the ceiling. That was wild. Okay, so nothing broke. That was quite strange. I guess it was bound to happen sooner or later. I use ice packs to cool the cameras down. Anyway, it's dangerous here. What was I saying now? The lower trigram represents what is within you, right? And within you is this water. That's where we need to go to recruit our army so that we can manifest and build this vision, right? So that to me is a really, at first it wasn't very clear. But now I think we kind of understand what this card's trying to say, what this hexagram is trying to say to us. So let's now take a look at the mystery card. Hopefully nothing else will fall from above. Sorry for the interruption there. It's always something exciting going on here in the studio. Thank you, Frog. So, I'd like to see this be something showing a more full structure. Maybe a 10 of discs, maybe a 10 of cups, maybe some fire energy would be good. Maybe something showing the mobilization of that fire energy, right? That we've gone down, we've taken care of this water, and now we have our army, right? Now we've got every tool that we need to push forward and create our vision. Let's see what we've got. Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is some fiery energy. This is fire on fire. So we have fire, 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 and then now like pure fire. So this is kind of like the general of the army, the leader of the army that is just charging forward with such gusto, such bravado, such confidence, right? And ambition and enthusiasm, just wild rushing forward that everyone can't help but be inspired, right? So this is perhaps the result of going down into this water energy, into those depths, so that we can find this energy or release this energy. And this is the energy that's going to bring everybody forward. This is the leader, right? That's going to inspire every other aspect of ourselves and the world around us, other people around us, the environment. Inspire everything to just follow and rush forward too. You know, it's kind of a mad frenzy of energy. It's the army, the soldiers that are inspired by a very charismatic leader, right? And I think that this is kind of what the I Ching is saying, to get your goals accomplished, we need a little bit of this fire, right? A little bit of this enthusiasm, get things going, get other people motivated and inspired. Very cool. I like this. We're going to go ahead and do an extended before the whole studio crashes down. If you want to stick around for that, just click on the link that's up there. That'll give you access to all of the extended readings, not just Capricorn, but for all of them. I want to thank you for letting me read for you, Capricorn. We always have the best readings. I've got to say it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.